Thrice the brined cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harper cries, "'Tis time, 'tis time!"
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Toad that under cold stone, days and night has 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got, boil thou first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet a feeny snake in the cauldron bowl and bake. For the charm of the powerful trouble, like the hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, liver blaspheming Jew, nose of Turk and Tartar's lip, and therefore tiger's cauldron, for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags, what's you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, how are you come to know it? Answer me, even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I sicken you.
Speak.
Demand. Come high or low, thyself in office deftly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me. Enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast harped my fear all right, but one word more.
He will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
Then live, Macduff, what need I fear of thee? But yet, I'll make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this? That rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree? Unfix his earth-bound root? My heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in his kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. Let me know. Why sings the cauldron, and what noise is this?
Show.
Show. Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down, thy crown does sear mine eyeballs, and thy harp, thou other gold-bound brow, is like the first. A third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? A fourth start eyes. What will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet. A seventh, I'll see no more. And yet the eighth appears, who bears a glass, which shows me many more. And I see some that twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Horrible sight. Now I see this true. For this blood-boltered Banquo smiles upon me, and points at them for his. What, is this so? Where are they? Gone? Let this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in, without there.
What's your grace's will?
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horse. Who was't came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Ah, my good lord.
Time, thou anticipatest my dread exploits. The flighty purpose is never overtook. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife. Give to the edge o' the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What have you done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness, when our actions do not. Our fears do not make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife? To leave his babes? His mansion and his titles in a palace from whence himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch for the poor wren. The most diminutive of birds will fight, her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight, so runs against all reason. Fathered he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer? It would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sirrah, your father's dead, and what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, mother. My father is not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How wilt thou do for a father?
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
And the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enow to beat the honest men and hang them.
Bless you for your name, I am not known to you. Though in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will take a homely man's advice, be not found here. Hence, with your little ones, to fright you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to you were foul cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven perceive you. I dare abide no longer.
What are these faces?
Where's your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified, where such as thou mightst find him.
He is a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain.
What, you egg?
He has killed me, mother. Run away, I pray you.
Let us seek some desolate shade and weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and birthdom. Each new morn, new sorrows strive heaven on the face that it resounds, as if it felt with Scotland and yelled out, like syllable of dollar.
What I believe I'll wail. As I shall find the time to friend, I will. What you have spoke, it may be so perchance. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young. You may deserve of him, through me, in wisdom, to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is.
I have lost all my hopes.
Perchance even there where I find my doubts, why in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives I pray you. Let not my jealous be your dishonors, but mine own safeties you may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country, great tyranny, lay thou thy bases sure. Where thou thy wrongs, the title is affared. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the billion that thou think'st, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I think our country seeks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds. There would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England I offer. Of godly thousands, but for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more suffer in more sundry ways than ever. By him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself I mean. Then when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow.
Not in the legends of horrid hell can come a devil more damned and evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him blood, malicious, smacking of every sin. That has a name, but there no bottom none. In my voluptuousness could not fill up. The cistern of my lust and my desire better Macbeth.
Fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty.
With this there grows, in my most ill-composed affection, were I king, I shall cut off the nobles of their land.
Do not fear, Scotland hath poisons to fill up your will. Of your mere own, all these are portable, with our graces weighed.
But I have none, and the king becoming graces. As justice, fairly, temperance, stableness, I have no relish with them. Nay, I have power, I should pour the sweet milk of concern into hell.
O Scotland, O Scotland!
I am as I spoken.
Fit to govern, no, not to live, O nation miserable, since that the trust issue of thy throne, and does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most Satan king, the queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatst upon thyself have banished me from Scotland.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped in black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor, devilish Macbeth. By many of these trains hath thought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucked me from over credulous haste. No less in truth than life. My first false speaking was this upon myself. Why I am truly is thine and my poor country's to command. With 10,000 warlike men already at point, was setting forth. Now we'll together, in the chance of goodness, be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile.
Well, Marnon,
Aye, sir, there are cruel wretched souls that stay his cure.
I think you got here.
'Tis called the evil, the most miraculous work in this good king, which often since my here remain in England, he cures hanging a golden stamp about their necks, put on with holy prayers into spoken. To the succeeding royalty he leaves, the healing benediction. With this strange virtue, he hath the heavenly gift of prophecy, and sundry blessing hang about his throne, that speak him of full grace.
See, who comes here?
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now, good God. Betimes removed, this means that makes us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it is.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself, it cannot be called our mother, but our grave.
Oh, relation, too nice and yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker, each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife and all my children?
Well,
The tyrant has not bettered at their peace,
no, they were all at peace when I did leave them.
but not a niggard of your speech. How goest?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worth fellows that were out. Now is the time of help. You are I in Scotland.
Beat their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good Seward and 10,000 men.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out in the desert air.
What concern they?
It shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. Your castle surprise, your wife and babe savagely slaughtered.
What man gives sorrow words? The grief that does not speak, whisper the overfraught heart, and bids the break.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines out of our great revenge.
He has no children.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. I cannot be remember such things that were most precious to me. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes, and braggart with my tongue. Bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself within my sword's length, set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long and never finds the day.
It's my turn. Whatever thou art for thy good. Wait, I never started. Whatever out thou.
Wait, Celine, don't look at the script.
Time thou anticipate. Okay, I'm gonna start over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I got it. Okay, Selena, we're starting.
With your little ones. To fight you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to you were fell cruelty, which is too night you person. Heaven preserve you. You egg?
He has killed me, mother. Run away, I beg you.
We can see the script.
Action.
That good?
See who comes here.
Did I say something?